Hey everyone, and welcome back.
Hello, great to be here.
You're tuned in to Gamer Girls Radio, sponsored by our friends at the Pink Controller.
That's right. And hey, if you like what you hear today, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Helps us out a ton.
Definitely. Okay, so today we've got a couple of really interesting items you sent over, kind of showing the huge range gaming offers,
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We've got some big news from the competitive esports world.
And then something totally different, a peek at a new game demo exploring like the aftermath of conflict.
Exactly. So our plan is to just quickly unpack the need-to-know stuff from these sources for you. See what stands out.
All right, let's do it. First up, Summoner's War. Big news for mobile esports fans.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The 9th Summoners War World Arena Championship SWC 2025, it's official. And the big headline, World Finals are heading to Paris, France.
Paris! Wow.
I know, right? It just shows how massive mobile gaming has become on a global stage. Really cool.
That's incredible. So the sources mentioned registration is open now, like right now.
Yep, open until June 30th. Players register right in the game. And the way in, it starts online.
Okay, so how do they pick who gets in? Is it random?
No, not at all. It's based on skill. They look at player performance in the World Arena seasons 32 and 33. So, you got to earn your spot.
Right, proven skill. Makes sense. And then there are preliminaries to whittle down the numbers.
Exactly. Those run from late July through the end of August. And they're best of 5 matches.
Best of 5. Okay, so first to 3 wins moves on.
Right. And crucially, it's double elimination.
Double elim. So you get a second chance if you stumble.
You got it. Lose twice and you're out. But it gives players a chance to, fight back through the bracket. That decides who gets into the regional cups.
And those regional events sound intense. They're in person, right?
Correct. Adds a whole different pressure level. The Europe Cup is September 20th, but it's a closed-door event.
Okay.
Then you've got the America's Cup, October 11th, down in São Paulo, Brazil.
São Paulo.
Nice. And the Asia Pacific Cup finishes the regionals on October 18th in Busan, South Korea.
Wow, truly global. So from those big regional showdowns, how many make it to the Paris finals?
3 players from each regional cup punch their ticket to Paris.
Okay, so 9 players there.
Plus, there are also open qualifiers. 1 spot for a player from France, kind of cool home field advantage, and 2 more from Hangzhou.
Got it. So that brings us to 12 players total for the big finale.
12 top Summoners War players globally, battling it out in Paris on November 1st.
And the format changes again for the finals.
It does. Unlike the prelims, the World Finals are single elimination. Classic knockout style.
Oh, wow. Lose once and you're done. High stakes.
Super high stakes, kind of dramatic. And fans can watch the whole thing unfold on the official Summoners War Esports YouTube channel live streams.
Okay, that sounds like an absolutely wild ride to a championship. Now, let's completely switch gears.
Yeah, total 180.
The other source you shared is about a game demo called Sword and Shield Simulator.
And what's fascinating, I think, is the contrast, right? You go from Summoner's War, which is peak PvP competition, global scale, to this simulator demo that puts you in the shoes of, like, a craftsman after a war. It's exploring such a different narrative space.
A craftsman. So, not a soldier or a hero.
Nope, not at all. The whole idea is you're this simple craftsman. You arrive on a battlefield after the fighting's over. Your village got destroyed, apparently, and you're looking for a way to, help rebuild or just contribute somehow.
So the danger's past, but the place is just littered with battlefield stuff.
Exactly. Swords, armor, helmets, all scattered around, remnants of the conflict.
And that's where the simulator part kicks in, I guess? Collecting this stuff?
Yeah, that seems to be the core loop. You explore, you gather these items, take them back to a workshop. The sources mention you grab your hammer.
Okay.
And you use it to cut, forge, dismantle the stuff you found.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty hands-on, tactile crafting.
So you're literally taking the debris of war and trying to make something useful or new out of it.
Precisely. You can sell what you make, or use the money to buy, new sword parts or maybe old armor just to melt down for steel.
Huh. Interesting resource management.
Yeah, and there's an item management aspect too, where you examine the things you salvage. Apparently, they hold fragments of stories.
Oh, like environmental storytelling through the items.
Seems like it. And you explore the area to uncover the history of this place, the Kingdom of Danburg. It sounds much more about discovery, crafting, and maybe finding purpose after everything's been broken. Less action, more reflection.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so quite the spectrum today. We looked at gaming at its absolute peak of competition, global esports, huge crowds, Paris finals.
Right, the Summoners War Championship.
And then this really thoughtful simulation demo about, well, picking up the pieces, crafting, finding meaning after the fight's over.
Sword and Shield Simulator. Such different ways to engage.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? How can one medium gaming offer such incredibly different experiences? You know, from battling for a world title to quietly finding purpose sorting through battlefield remains.
Yeah, what kind of stories does that huge range tell us about what gaming can be and maybe what we look for in games?
Definitely something to chew on. Great stuff today. And don't forget, if you're looking for some cool gamer merch, check out thepinkcontroller.com.
Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
We'll catch you next time.